So jelly of your unicorn phone case.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org, brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Midnight Madness Show is a show dedicated to songwriters and artists alike. You never know who is going to be here or what's going to happen. So tune in every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Sing along and have a great time hanging out with us.
When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers. But that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on adoption, visit adoptuskids.org. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
What is this now? What is this now?
Welcome to Midnight Madness.
I look at Midnight Madness for the novice as the gateway drug to the festival experience.
Midnight Madness, Midnight Madness, Midnight Madness, yeah.
Madness. You're gonna get it, the Midnight Madness. You're gonna get it, the Midnight Madness. You're gonna get it, the Midnight Madness. You're gonna get it.
And now the Midnight Madness Show. Here's your host, the DJ Doctor.
Well, hello everybody. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood with WFOCJams.com.
I'm your neighbor.
Oh, man. It has just gone downhill in the first 2.5 seconds of the show. Thank you, Jason.
My pleasure.
We have next to me, that voice you're hearing on the air all over the world is the one and the only, the hillbilly heartthrob, who once used to braid his back hair for fun.
Braid my back hair for fun?
I don't know. That just came out. I'm sorry. The show just got even worse because I got a visual. Sorry. Jason, how you doing?
Well, I haven't braided my
in a while. In a while.
I'm going for ear hair now.
No. Let's just get we just lost all of our viewers already and all of our listeners.
They can't see us. They see this beautiful thing on the other side of the table.
Thank goodness they see what's on the other side of the camera. But they're hearing us. So that is Jason, who is discussing as always with me. And then we have next to him, we'll have to slide the microphone over, the one and only Velvet Presley. How you doing, Rebecca?
Good. I want to wish you a happy Cheese Day.
Happy Tuesday, and happy Tuesday to you, too.
No, it's National Cheese Day.
National Cheese Day?
Yes, and you have to wish me National Old Maids Day.
Old Maids Day? Wow. I don't know.
This National Day thing is getting out of hand, guys.
Yeah, every day is a national something. But
Old Maid, though?
Yeah, I don't.
Shut up.
Well, I'm not going to say a word. I think she's just fine. So, since it's National Cheese Day, then I want to do a little on-air PSA for a company I just met over the weekend in Nashville. The place makes cheesecakes. All right,
ooh, that's
really,
sharp.
really high, nice, great cheesecakes. And the name of the company is called Sweet Cheeses.
Sweet Jesus.
Sweet Jesus. Had a little halo on there. I loved it. So, happy National Cheese Day to the company out of Nashville, Sweet Cheeses, if you're listening. Great company. Jason, let's get right to, I'm just getting too fast. I got all excited about Cheese Day, and I'm just crazy. We want to thank Chris at HeatFMRadio.com for putting us on the air out there, and Alabama Jams on their Facebook page for sharing us with them. Woo! Thank you, Lisa T, and all the great people in Muscle Shoals, Florence area, Sheffield, that whole great music area down there. Thank you, guys. Hopefully we got some people listening from down there. Our good friend David Havens, Lisa T, Teresa, Candy, all of them down there, our new friends in the music business. Thank you. We're so excited to be with all you guys. So, and
Brian.
Yeah, exactly.
The IT guy.
Yeah. I'm getting that.
Hello.
And then we got our one and the only IT guru, Brian in the Box. That's our like Brian in the Box.
I like that.
Brian in the Box. So how you doing, Brian?
Alice in Chains.
What's that?
Is
Yeah.
that the new song by Alice
Brian
in
and Chains from Brian in the Box. I could see that as your new theme song,
Okay.
Brian.
I was actually singing it.
Jason could sing it.
That's why I love a mute button here.
The mute button?
Yeah, y'all can't hear me sing.
Oh, we heard you earlier.
Yes, we did.
We heard you earlier.
Well, yeah, but we wasn't live.
Oh, you don't think so, but I put you on live with my secret button.
Uh-huh.
You're viral all over the world right now. All right, well, let's get to our guest tonight. Jason, who do we have sitting in the hot seat tonight?
Erin McLendon.
Erin, how you doing?
I'm good. Thank y'all for having me.
Well, we're so glad you're a part of this. Let's go ahead and have you play a song first, and then we'll get to know a little bit more about Erin.
Sure. I'm a Let It Be DJ's pick.
Okay.
Do you want to hear something happy or you want to hear something sassy?
Let's do happy first.
All right. All right. This is a song I wrote a while ago all about how awkward I am.
I love it already.
Heart keep beating, breath keep breathing. I tell myself it'll be fine. Head stop spinning, eyes stop staring. I just wanna make you mine, oh mine. 'Cause I can't control myself when you're by my side. No matter what I try, my heart has its own mind. I'm screaming out for help, but no one can hear me yell. 'Cause I'm stuck in my own world, no control over anything I say or do. You got a hold on me, and I'm not trying to break free, 'cause all I ever wanted was you. Legs keep walking, lips don't do your talking, and nothing will go wrong. Girl, don't see you smiling, you'll get caught up for a while. It's best to just keep moving along. 'Cause I can't control myself when you're by my side. No matter what I try, my heart has its own mind. I'm screaming out for help, but no one can hear me yell. 'Cause I'm stuck in my own world, no control over anything I say or do. Don't you dare start talking, don't you dare stop walking. Here we go again, here we go again. Stuck in my own world, no control over anything I say or do. You got a hold on me, and I'm not trying to break free, 'cause all I ever wanted was you. Stuck in my own world, no control over anything I say or do. Don't you dare start talking, don't you dare stop walking. Here we go again, here we go again. Heart keep beating, breath keep breathing. I tell myself it will be fine. Thank you.
Well, Erin, it's nice to have you on the show.
Thank you.
I think when I met you, we said we met at Belcourt Taps. You were on there with Scott Chapman and I know Randy Barnett, and I can't think of the young lady that was sitting next, or the young gentleman was sitting to your left, I think.
Yeah.
You were between Scott, and I can't think of the other guy's
I
name.
feel like it was Cam.
Maybe.
His name was Cameron something.
I think so. So we got pictures of you all over the internet, all over our Facebook page. So we hopefully it helps. Take those pictures and run with them. So let's find out where you're from. Where you come from originally?
I was born in Tifton, Georgia, which is just a teeny, tiny town in the south of Georgia, and then I grew up in Durham, North Carolina.
In North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
So how old were you when you went from Georgia to North Carolina?
2.
2 years old. Okay.
Yeah.
So your music career basically started in North Carolina, unless
Yeah.
you were rocking it out at a year and a half or something, I guess. But how'd you get into the music scene?
I had just always been
into music, you know, church choir, like every good Southern kid is
Mhm.
in at like second grade, preschool, all that kind of fun stuff. My mom likes to joke that I could always like sing before I could talk as a baby. So I guess it was just kind of in my blood. But at one point in high school, I was challenged. We were studying the 1960s and counterculture and all that kind of stuff. And we were told to write a song in the style of counterculture. So basically like protest songs or something. So I said, okay, cool, I got this. I've kind of been dabbling in songwriting since I was like 12. It was nothing good and nothing that will ever see the light of day. But I wrote this song, and then my teacher said for extra credit we could play it. And I was not a great student, so I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Extra credit, here we go. So I played the song, and the only thing I knew how to play was Heart and Soul, so I just sat there and arpeggiated Heart and Soul and sang a melody over top, got an A, and then was asked to sing in front of the entire school.
Oh, no. Which is good, I guess.
Yeah. Had to learn how to play piano real quick. Real fast. So I did. And that happened, and I was just like, this is fun. I want to do this. So that's kind of where it all happened.
So just kind of a 60s, you know, come up with a song in the style of the 60s, and you just kind of got thrown to the wolves after that. It just kind of took off after you. Well, you've done a great job. You've done
Thank
a great
you.
job. So now you remember that song at all, and you just put it in the attic? You don't play it anywhere?
No.
It's like me. I'm a drummer, and so I've written one song in my entire life.
Yeah.
And I
Hey,
remember.
it made vinyl.
No. That's not one I wrote. That's
Oh.
one I helped produce and
Oh, I'm
arranged. I can do that. But the writing lyrics, not good. And I remember half of that song. It's not good. You don't need it for airplay. So, yeah. So let's bust into another song. We have a lot of people jumping on board already right now. So
Thanks,
you got a
guys.
great voice. So let's make do with it, and then we'll get to come back and find out more about you. So what's the
All
next
right.
song you'd like to do? You want to do a sappy one next? Is that what you said?
Sassy. We might save that one
Sassy.
for the end.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll find out.
Okay.
This one. Actually, do you want ukulele right now? Because I could do ukulele, or would that
We
be
can
too
do
much?
whatever you want.
Whatever you would like to do. You got a ukulele?
I do. It's over there.
Oh, I didn't even see you bring it in. Jason,
Um,
did you mute her? Yes. Okay.
All right. Cool.
Well, while she is swapping out the guitar for the ukulele, so after high school, what did you pursue music still, or did you go to college, or what did you do there?
So college was always the thing that I was going to do.
Mhm.
It was just a matter of what was I going to do while I was there.
Right.
And for some people, that's a very loaded question.
The sound of a uke. Welcome
There it
to
is.
the Midnight Madness Show, Ukapalooza.
Ukapalooza. I like that.
But I went to Belmont University because they had the commercial voice program.
Right.
I had gone to a music camp the summer before my senior year at Appalachian State, and they basically told me if you want to major in music, you end up teaching. I was like, okay, cool. So I got a job teaching gymnastics to figure out if I wanted to teach. Because I had done gymnastics for 16 years, so I was like, let's see.
Yeah.
Found out I love children, but I don't want to teach. So
Well, you found out.
I couldn't do it for 4 hours a day. How was I going to do it for 8?
Yeah.
So I was trying to find programs where you didn't necessarily have to major in music education or in classical performance or like music theory or anything like that. And that was Belmont, where it was commercial music. And they admitted you back then. I don't know if they still do. It's gotten a lot harder to get in. Based on your natural musicality, not necessarily whether or not you could read music, which I couldn't.
Right.
So I went to Belmont and just kind of went from there.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, the uke is up and ready to go with your Pepsi logo.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Pepsi and ukulele.
If only.
Yeah.
I'd have so much money. Hey, Pepsi, if you're watching.
Yeah.
I don't see a signal coming. Do you have your volume up?
It doesn't have
No, I
a
don't have
volume
one.
switch. It's just this little ball cap sucker. Hold on. I heard something.
Oh, there we go.
There you
go.
We have liftoff.
Sometimes I have to hold the thing very specifically for it to work. I don't know how old this thing is anymore.
Okay.
It's fine. But I wrote this song after I graduated from Belmont because my parents took me to Hawaii as a graduation and 21st birthday present. Like, yeah, you did it. You
so
actually
proud.
did it.
You're proud.
And I didn't want to come back.
Yeah.
The problem was they wanted to bring me back, and I didn't want to come back. So I wrote a song to take me back to Hawaii, because that's the solution to all songwriters' problems. Got this feeling coming over me. My head feels free and easy. Think I'm in love, but not that kind. It's more a state of mind. I'm in Honolulu, la 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 la. Don't ask me why. Waikiki has taken over me, and I just can't say goodbye. I'm 1,000 miles away from anyone who might say, girl, get your head out of the clouds. 'Cause I've fallen in Honolulu, and I don't plan on falling out. Can you hear the wind blowing through the trees? Can you smell the ocean in the breeze? Let's float away through the waves. Listen to the island birds play their song. Why don't we sing along? 'Cause we're all in Honolulu, la 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 la. Don't ask me why. Waikiki has taken over me, and I just can't say goodbye. I'm 1,000 miles away from anyone who might say, girl, get your head out of the clouds. 'Cause I've fallen in Honolulu, and I don't plan on falling out. I'm here today, gone to Maui. Don't think there's anybody who can help me, but I don't wanna be well. So aloha and mahalo, I'll be fine. Can't you tell I'm in Honolulu, la 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 la. Don't ask me why. Waikiki has taken over me, and I just can't say goodbye. Something in the water, something in the air is making sure I just don't care. I'm 1,000 miles away from anyone who might say, girl, get your head out of the clouds. 'Cause I've fallen in Honolulu, love. We're almost there, and I don't plan on falling out. Yeah, I've fallen in Honolulu, love, and I don't plan on falling out.
I hear you. I think I got you muted.
Okay. There we go. go.
There we go.
All right, so guitar for the rest of the evening. Sorry about
Well,
that.
thank
Give
you,
it up for
Jason, for helping out.
So-
Rebecca.
Yeah, we've got a couple of people that are saying hello to you.
Hi.
Well, I don't know if you know Credenda, but Barbara
Oh.
Kennedy is.
Hello,
listening
Barbara.
in. And Ruby Lampkins.
Hi,
You may
Ruby.
know. And Judy McCarson Hillard. I know. She's like, "Hi, Erin. It's your elementary music school teacher."
Elementary
Yeah.
music school. Is this the lady that
Love
got you
ya,
doing the
girl.
60s thing?
No, she's the one who got me to sing my first solo ever. And I was so nervous I cried beforehand.
Outstanding.
But I did it, and then I was just like, I love singing. She also got me to play Toto in The Wizard of Oz.
Really? You were Toto?
I was Toto, the dog.
Huh.
I bet you had a lot of speaking parts.
I did. My lines were woof woof and bark rough woof.
And only you could have pulled off with such
I did
grace.
because I was the only one who could roll their R's to sound like a growl.
Really? Jason, who do you got a couple of there to throw a few names out for?
We have Leona Williams.
Leona.
I
Now, you
know
know who
that.
Leona is?
I know the name.
Leona is killer singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
We love her to death. Thank you, Leona, for watching.
You have Jen Francis from back in Michigan.
Wow. I've got Jen on mine, too.
Yeah.
So you've got a lot of people reaching out and saying hey to you. So
Hi, guys.
say hello to the family and friends out there. Again, we have Erin on board with us tonight, so we're finding out a little bit more about her. You said now you were 2 years old. You moved from Georgia. You went to North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
What part of North Carolina?
Durham.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now, was that, other than school, was that a big musical area? Did you see a lot of music coming up in that?
It is now.
Was it?
More so than it was growing up. There's a huge jazz scene in Durham that I
Really?
didn't know about until
That's
I
right.
left.
That's right outside of Raleigh, isn't it? Right outside of Raleigh.
Yeah, it's like 40. So Raleigh's about 45 minutes south of
Okay.
where I mean, I don't think it's actually that far, but from where I grew up,
Mhm.
where my house was, it was like 45 minutes south.
Okay.
Raleigh was. So like, people say, "Oh, you're from Raleigh, Durham." Like, that's an airport.
Yeah. Yeah. That's an airport. Yeah. They're in the neighborhood of like us in Nashville, about an hour away from each other.
Yeah.
Roughly, if you're one side or the other. Yeah. Well, that's cool though. So it's more of a jazz scene. That's kind of
Yeah, there's
I wouldn't
like
expect
so
that there.
Durham recently, I'd say in like the last like 5, I'll say 10 years because that's how long I've been gone.
Mhm.
But it just started to like blow up. Of this like, there's all these cool like new restaurants opening up. There's
Mhm.
these really nice high rises like
Mhm.
we're kind of having happen over in Nashville.
Oh, yeah.
The real estate's going up shockingly.
So-
You know, when you grow up in a city, you're like, why would anybody want to move here? And then you go back and you're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice here.
Now,
But as
do
a
you
kid,
ever
you're
get
like,
back to
out.
Durham? Do you ever go back? Do you say
Oh, yeah,
hey?
yeah, I was just there.
Do you?
My
Do you
little
play?
brother graduated. I haven't in a while. I need to. But because of that growing music scene, it's kind of hard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
My little brother just graduated from NC State. Go Pack.
Good.
Yeah. So I was back there for that. And then it was the closest Paul McCartney concert. So I went to that.
Good girl. We like you more and more as you talk.
It was so good. I only cried like 10 times, and he played for 3 hours. So I'm thinking that's a good record.
Now, was it just recent, like just in the last?
Yeah, it was
couple of-
last week.
Last week.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, we're Brian and I got to see Paul here at the Bonnaroo, I think 5 years
I was
ago.
there.
You were there too?
So fun fact about me, my first job after college was working security for Bonnaroo.
Really? Yeah, you were a security person for Bonnaroo?
Uh-huh.
Hey, dude. Yeah, you're cool. Come on in.
So I used my security pass to finagle my way to the front.
Yeah.
And that show, I just continuously wept.
Yeah, that was a great show. It was one of my favorite
So
shows
did Mark.
of all time. I cried like a baby.
As you
I ain't going to
should.
lie to you. I was like
As you
a
should.
baby.
It's a Beatle.
Yeah. And was he not on fire? Was he not fun?
He was.
He was hilarious. He was a smart aleck. He's Paul McCartney.
Right.
And we, because of Credenda, we have a large following now of people in Liverpool, which I cannot believe.
Hi,
So
Liverpool.
All of our people and fans and friends over in Liverpool, hello. Hello, we're so excited. And they
Can
go,
I
you
come
know,
play?
And they're going, we have more than just the Beatles from over here. We have a lot of stuff. And, and that's true. But we're just going to talk about the Beatles. So anyways, thank you, everybody in Liverpool. Thank you, Credenda and Barb and Daniel and Anna and all those for being our friends and helping us out. Let's bust into another tune. Let's do like a mega rap song. You got a mega rap of any kind?
I can rap Hamilton.
All right, let's go with your original idea first. We'll go with that.
I could do the Fresh Prince theme song.
Again, I think let's go ahead and do one of your originals. We'll be fine.
I'm slowly but surely getting kicked off of this show.
No, you're signing another deal to come back and do another show with us. What you're doing, yeah.
Just Hamilton songs and Will Smith.
Will Smith, yeah. Get funky with it. Yeah. Get jiggy.
Parents just don't understand.
Yes. So what's this next song all about?
I'm debating what I'm going to play. Let's keep the beach theme going.
Okay.
Because much like Paul McCartney, my other huge influence, like we were talking about earlier, is Jimmy Buffett and Mac McAnally.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a song. One of the best lessons I ever learned from Jimmy Buffett is that you don't have to know more than 3 chords on guitar.
AC/DC made a living with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Lots of people have, and there's this magical thing called the capo that makes it more possible to play other things in the same 3 chords.
Yes.
There's your music lesson for the day. You're welcome.
Send $4.99 to Angie and Erin. So
my Venmo is at Erin McLendon Phillips.
There you go.
If anybody just wants to slide some rent money, that'd be great. So this is a song I wrote when I was in college, and in the month of February that year, there were 28 minutes of sunshine.
It was 28 minutes.
I exactly. You can't convince me otherwise. It was terrible. So when I came home for Easter, I was really bitter that it was still cold outside. So I wrote a song up again about going to the beach. This is called My Escape.
All right.
Don't got too many words, don't got too many verses, 'cause I'm feeling lazy today. So forget about the drama and all those problems that makes worry all our lives away. 'Cause I don't need anything to make me happy. I'm fine right here. And I don't need anybody with me, but these words are for anybody's ears. Just put a 6-string in my hand, bury my feet in the sand, let the sun shine down on my face, let the waves crash at my feet. Ain't nowhere I'd rather be than right here in this place. Let my guitar do the talking, my pig do the walking, and I'll just sing along. No need to be California dreaming, no need to be thinking, 'cause I'm just gonna lay until the sun is gone. 'Cause I don't need anything to make me happy. I'm fine right here. And I don't need anybody with me, but these words are for anybody's ears. Just put a 6-string in my hand, bury my feet in the sand, let the sun shine down on my face, let the waves crash at my feet. Ain't nowhere I'd rather be than right here in this place. It's my escape.
Just imagine a really nice, like, classic guitar solo here with those nylon strings. And you're just sitting there sipping a margarita handed to you by a man named Danielle.
I can hear some steel drums right now in there, too.
Right?
Yeah.
Bring it back. 6 string in my hand. Bury my feet in the sand. Let the sun shine down on my face. Let the waves crash at my feet. Ain't nowhere I'd rather be than right here in this place. It's my escape, my getaway. Do-do-do, 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 my
Erin McLendon, everybody.
So awesome. So I got a couple more here for you. Kayla Wells says, hi, Erin,
girl.
you're so talented.
Thank you, sweet lady.
And then Andrew Hockey, hey, Erin, nice to hear your voice again. You've come a long way from our choir days. Bull City.
Hey, Andrew.
Well, that's cool. You're having a little family reunion, aren't you?
I am. Andrew and I, like, we were the only 2 people in our church, like the only 2 youth people in our church that played guitar. So we got asked to sing a lot during church. So you and I would just like have these little like 3-chord worship song jams.
Yeah.
Throw in like a little E minor. Y'all know. 1 4 5 6 1.
That works. Now, did you play guitar before piano or vice versa? Which did you do first?
I dabbled in piano. I took lessons in guitar first. So whenever I could not cheat but find a loophole in my school projects that involved music, I did. So I learned guitar for my 8th grade project, which is like your senior project, but in 8th grade. So that's how I picked up guitar, and I took lessons from my friend who was already playing guitar far better than I was ever, and still plays far superior than I do. Probably ever will. But I did that, and piano I just kind of dabbled in because my grandmother had this nice, pretty stand upright, and whenever we were there, I just like clomp on it.
Yeah.
Whatever sounded pretty, that's what came out. And then I had to actually learn piano in college, so now I play both very loosely.
That's what my parents said once. Whatever sounded pretty, then here it was.
Yeah. That's kind of how songwriting happens.
Just ignore that last comment. We'll edit that out and post edit.
She did. You could tell.
Yeah. She's learning really fast on this show.
Jen Francis says you have a very lovely voice.
Thank you, Jen.
And Jen is in Ohio, not.
Yeah, she moved from Michigan to Ohio. She was correcting me.
She was trying to get out of your state.
I don't blame her.
I don't blame her either. Thank you, Jen, for listening tonight. And again, we want to thank everybody from Heat FM Radio and AlabamaJams.com. Thank you guys for following along with our artists and all of our new friends and family down in the southern area of Tennessee and northern Alabama. Thank you for staying on with us tonight. We have Erin McLendon with us. I got to meet Erin at Belcourt Taps via Russ Lacoste. Russ is a good friend of ours, and we just are so glad to be a part of his family at Belcourt Taps, is where we get to see you at. Last time you played there was the last time I saw you was there, right? Was the last time. What other venues do you play? Where else do you go?
Well, this Saturday, I am playing Just Love Coffee on Demumbrian, so it's away from downtown CMA Fest, but not really. So you're still kind of in it, just at the end.
You're at the end.
From 3 to 4, I'm playing Just Love Coffee. And then it's funny that y'all kept mentioning July 10th because I'm playing Exit In on July 10th for the showcase that I put together. It's a quarterly showcase called Women on Fire.
Yes.
And it's an all-female bill. We have an all-female house band, including myself. I play the tambourine, and I put it down when it doesn't sound good anymore. Just being honest, guys.
Now, do you play the acoustic or the electric tambourine? Or both? Are you versatile?
Both. Just depending. Okay. It does have a Steven Tyler-style scarf on it.
Great.
So I'll let you decide what it is.
I'm thinking about picking up the electric washboard.
You should. I have a friend who
plays
washboard.
And I'll put you in a wash tub with some water. About 4 inches should do it.
But Women on Fire also showcases female businesses, independently owned businesses in Nashville. So it's like you have pop-up shops, you have an all-female house band, an all-female bill. It's this place, because y'all are great in that you support anybody no matter what. But
obviously, they got me.
Look at Jason. Yeah. There you go.
But like women in country music specifically, like you look at the top 10 and there might be one person, and it's probably going to be Carrie Underwood or Miranda Lambert. So I figured, why not just make a place where people can come see what's there, what's already in Nashville.
I
Just
think
having
that's
a
cool.
one nice little area.
No, that's this coming Saturday?
No, the Just Love Coffee Show is on this coming Saturday.
Okay.
And that's acoustic. That's just me and a guitar.
Mhm.
And then Women on Fire is July 10th.
July 10th.
And they can follow us at Women on Fire Nashville on Instagram.
And that's at Exit Inn, right?
At
That's
Exit
a
Inn.
cool
It's
venue.
a great venue.
That's I mean, some great bands, great players have come in that place. So
It's almost
and
50 years old.
I can't imagine that. That don't seem right, but it is. But it just don't seem right. And, you know, it just shows I'm getting
So it's
old
only
too.
half your age.
Thanks, Jason. Yeah, I'll cut your pay again. Let's go ahead and get another song from you, because all of a sudden my phone is blowing up of people watching you.
Me too.
Very cool. Thanks, guys.
Let's give them some music and versus us talking. So
You know.
they don't want to hear me and Jason talk about whatever we talk about.
Just so I know which songs to play, how many songs do I have left?
What time do we got here? We're about 7:35. You probably got about 3.
Perfect. Because I only have 3 that I can play left.
Hey, Doug Tolson just jumped on. Hey, Doug, how you doing? We're another good friend of the show. We haven't heard from Doug in a little while, so we got to get back with Doug.
There we go. Untuned guitars is like my biggest pet peeve. So whenever I hear it,
I am with you.
You know, you're at a show and you're just like, just stop the song and tune the guitar, please.
And you know how many times we're in Nashville, we're all over everywhere, and I see it all the time. And I hear it on the radio stations, and I go, tune your guitar. I'm a deaf drummer, and you are driving me crazy. So it's very important. Tune your guitars, guys.
So this song is called Don't Believe My Eyes Anymore. It is on Spotify. You can find me on Spotify. Shameless plugging time.
Time to do it.
But I wrote this back as a single lady, all about Tinder. If you don't know what that is, it was the first dating app where you could swipe right if you liked a person and swipe left if you didn't. And if you both swiped right, you matched, and then you could message each other. And because I was single and broke, I went on a lot of first dates because I enjoy free dinner. So
You're working your way right back on the show again as a repeat artist.
So this is called Don't Believe My Eyes Anymore, because there were a lot of awkward conversations and a lot of situations where I was like, this isn't worth it. You might be a pretty face, just trying to get your way. Sweet talking gentle angel, or a demon in a masquerade. Who's to say? You could be a masterpiece, a work of art, one I could mold if I knew where to start. Beautiful disaster, maybe, a perfect in every way. So come on, show me, don't tell me, 'cause we both know every word is empty, filling my head with fantasies. I know you're in with one foot hanging out the door. Morning, in the morning will I find you where the world ends, running like a strong wind. Pretty words don't paint that truth when every color keeps me torn. I don't believe my eyes anymore. So go ahead and buy me another. I've read every book, seen every cover. There's always a damsel in distress. The sun always sets before the story ends. You could be my shot of whiskey, the one that washes away my memories. In
I'm safe and warm like a calm before the storm. So come on, show me, don't tell me, 'cause we both know every word is empty, filling my head with fantasies. I know you're in with one foot hanging out the door. Morning, in the morning, will I find you where the world ends, running like a strong wind. Pretty words don't paint the truth when every color keeps me torn. I don't believe my eyes anymore. Na 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 na. Pretty words don't paint the truth when every color keeps me torn. Morning, in the morning, will I find you where the world ends, running like a strong wind. Pretty words don't paint the truth when every color keeps me torn. I don't believe my eyes anymore. Don't believe my eyes anymore. Hey! Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Sun endings. I love them.
Thank you.
Well, before we get into the next tune, let's talk a little bit about your writing. Do you write every day, every other day, once a week, once a month? What do you do?
You know, at the beginning of the year, I challenged myself to write 100 songs and play 100 shows.
Mm-hmm.
And I found myself just like writing when I didn't feel like writing, and the stuff that came out was just terrible.
Bad, huh?
So I stopped that. And now it's just like I'll write. Writing sessions are really like when I see my friends.
Okay.
Because most of my friends are songwriters.
So you do more co-writing then?
I do a lot of co-writing.
Okay.
The times when I write by myself is when like something hits me, and I'll just sit there and I'll plunk it out, and I'll do as Mac McAnally says, let it marinate for a while. Let it sit like a stew or a good jambalaya or gumbo. Your choice. But you let it stew for a while and you come back to it. And if you think you can finish it, then you finish it. But if I can't, then I bring it to a co-write, my next co-write. I'm like, hey, I couldn't finish this. Help me.
Help. Well, that's cool. Now, how are you doing on the 100 shows?
I'm doing better than I thought I was. I haven't counted in a minute. But at the beginning of the year, I was playing twice a week, which is pretty on target for 100 shows in a year.
Right on the money.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, it comes and goes real fast. You'll have a little time off, and all of a sudden you'll do 3 in a day.
Right.
You know, so keep working on that, because that's where you get you pay your dues. Those shows when you're tired and you don't want to. And usually that last show is the one that's the toughest to do, and that's when the crowd is the best, the crazy ones.
So
and
you have
really
the
got
most fun, and you're just like, oh.
Yeah, you really got to pull it out and do a good job for them. So let's go ahead and do another tune real quick. Otherwise, time will get away from us if we're going to do a couple of more songs. So, because after this song, we're going to talk about social media and anything like that. So kind of in your head.
I got to stretch real quick.
Uh-oh.
So this song involves the F chord, which I am no good at playing. So let me just play it real quick so I know where it is. But this song is based off of a mostly true family story. And if my cousin Beth and Aunt Mary are watching, sorry. My great-grandmother back in the 30s found out her then-husband was cheating on her. So this is the story of what happened. Let me take you back to a time when love had rules, when love could be a crime. Millie loved Bo and they were wed. It was
happily ever after, or so they said. 4 babies and 1 on the way, both kept working late. So Millie ran the house alone, smile painted on her face. Millie heard the whispers, but was untrue. But she pushed them all along like good wives do. But curiosity knocked on the door, so Millie answered the call. She found out that the whispers weren't whispers at all. That is not the man who married me. He didn't have eyes that told lies he wouldn't hide from me. The man that I wed had the purest of hearts. We made a vow till death do us part. But the deal went out the door when Millie screamed. That is not the man who married me. So Millie ran out, cranked up the car. She drove that Model T straight through the wall. She said, I'm leaving you behind, Bo, and I'm taking the kids. Now clean up this mess before they're talking again. So she backed it up and packed it up and passed the county line. Drove straight through the night to start her new life. Everyone kept asking Millie why she up and left. She told them to ask Bo and the judge's wife, Beth. That is not the man who married me. He didn't have eyes that told lies he wouldn't hide from me. The man that I wed had the purest of hearts. We made a vow till death do us part. But the deal went out the door when Millie screamed. That is not the man who married me. Years went by and Millie heard his name again. A voice said, please come home, there's been an accident. Guess the judge found out what Millie knew long ago. And in a fit of rage, the judge ended both. Millie had to identify the man on the floor. She said, I knew him once long ago, but not anymore. That is not the man who married me. He didn't have eyes that told lies he wouldn't hide from me. The man that I wed had the purest of hearts. We made a vow till death do us part. But the deal went out the door when Millie screamed. That is not the man. That is not the man, no, who married
Thank you.
Erin McLendon, everybody. Erin, you got social media out there so people can find out where you're at, where you're playing. What's all the social things you do?
Facebook and Instagram, I am at Erin McLendon, ErinMcLendon. On Twitter, I'm at Erin McMusic because at the time, McLendon would not fit.
Okay. So MC.
MC Music, Erin
Okay.
MC Music. YouTube, Erin McLendon Music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Facebook, it's either Erin McLendon or Erin McLendon Music, but the pictures are the same across the board. So if it's not my face, it's like very intense with lots of eyeliner and very large hair. Then it's not me.
I've got that same issue.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Very large hair and
a lot of eyeliner.
I got to give it up to Lisa Proctor, who did my makeup that day. It was 2.5 hours of hair and makeup for that shoot.
Oh, wow.
And she does all the makeup for like Miss USA, Miss America, Miss Universe, all those. I don't know which one's which, but she did a great job. And to this day, I still use that photo shoot because I was like, I will never look that good again.
The last time I did a photo shoot, I think it took me 3 hours to get my hair done.
Oh, yeah, it looks like it.
And the weed eater worked well. Well, Erin, let's kick off one more song for the night, and then we'll close the show with a little bit more talk and we'll go from there.
All right. This is the sassy song, I promise. Is my guitar out of tune? 1 second.
As Doug Tolson says, we tune because they care.
Yeah.
Right? I value your ears And my ears.
Right.
Well, while she's tuning, Jason, who's next week's guest?
Oh, you would ask that question. Give me 32 seconds. I'll have that for you.
We don't have that kind of time.
Oh. Next week's guest. From across the pond.
Across the pond.
Sylvia Amy will be our guest.
Oh, cool.
And Crystal King.
Crystal King?
Yes.
Is she related to the King?
I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
They call her Mrs. King.
Mrs. King. All right. That's good. I had an aunt called Mrs. King. So. All right. She's tuned up, ready to go.
Wake up in the morning, stumble to the scene. Wash off last night's party, pour some holy in your drink. Dust off that old halo you keep up on the shelf. If bless your hearts were bullets, they'd send you straight to hell. Singing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. For the sins that they've committed and the ones they haven't yet. Miss Kay up in the front row, singing loud and proud, hoping and praying no one saw her leave the preacher's house. Singing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Run around, smile and wave, and y'all come back now. Pass plate around, Sunday crowd. It's a small town, run around. Secrets ain't safe on sacred ground, holier than thou. Sunday crowd. I said it's a small town, run around, smile and wave, and y'all come back now. Pass plate around, Sunday crowd.
Erin McLendon, everybody.
Thank you.
You've got a lot of people popping on, loving your songs.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
So you people out there that's listening all over the world and all over the United States, please like her Facebook page, like her music, share it. This show is archived, so you can, soon you're done, you can do your own watch parties with it, with your friends. But share it. That's the way Erin gets more people, gets more. A lot of these big name people out there are looking for amount of people that are watching you, the YouTube hits and stuff. This is the way that they can do that is by sharing and helping you out by exposing more hits and more views to YouTubes and Facebook pages and whatnot. So please, guys, your job out there now is to like her page or like our page and share that with everybody you got. So, Erin, thank you for being part of the family.
Thank you so much for having me.
It was a pleasure having you on. We'll get you back on again down the road.
That was a real lot of fun.
And then again, anything that's going on, post it on our Facebook page and make sure people stay abreast of what's going on. And hopefully we'll get to see you in Nashville sometime soon. Yeah. Good luck with that Women on Fire tour. That's a great idea.
That's a great idea.
Thank you so much.
That's a great idea. So
real quick before we get off the air.
Okay.
I want to say hi to my Aunt Ruthie.
I already shut off you off the air. So say hi to Aunt Ruthie.
Yep.
All right. So very, very well done. For Brian, the IT guru down in Pulaski, for Rebecca sitting here, the Velvet One, the Hillbilly Heartthrob, I'm Mark the DJ Doctor. I can't even say my own title. For Erin McLendon, and we want a special thanks all the people there in Muscle Shoals with Lisa T at Alabama Jams and from Chris at HeatFMRadio.com. Thank you guys for joining us. Stay tuned for the next Midnight Madness show. Y'all take care.